Today is day 4 of the 4-day vision fast in Death Valley. Today's the first day that I was not here before the sun rose. Just woke up very, very weak today. Very weak today. Whew. Every step today was very slow and deliberate. Still have the moon out there. Every step was slow and deliberate. As I mentioned before, where I sleep is just down there. It's about a 5-minute hike. It took me about 10 minutes today, just because it's just feeling my body. Very weak. I'm not tired. I don't have a headache. Not achy, really. Just weak. Interesting. Yesterday was day 3, and day 3 I feel like I've had the most energy. We'll see how today goes. Day 2 I felt similar as today, but I don't remember feeling as weak on day 2. And right around after a couple hours of being awake, I kind of get a second wind. I got a second wind, and I was a bit more active, had more energy on day 2. We'll see how today goes. Yesterday, day 3, there's definitely much more sun exposure. Didn't feel that hot, but of course I could have zapped my energy. Could just simply be body has no food, no nourishment. Has no nourishment for the past 3 days, so I'll play a factor in that. It's actually more challenging than I thought it was going to be, because I was accustomed to doing fast. I've done 3-day fast before. I kind of thought, expected this part to be a bit more, I say easy, for lack of better words, easy. But there's other factors I really I didn't really take into account, which is, it's not just that there's no food here. There's no sense of distraction where I could at least talk to my wife, play with my dogs. There's no comfort of a comfortable couch, comfortable bed to sleep in, to rest on. There's no distractions in the sense of working, dealing with clients, recording videos, anything that takes my mind off the food. And this time, God, I thought of food like never before. Thinking of everything. All the foods. I'm planning foods I'm going to eat in a week from now. But I think all those combined, very, very cold nights, very, very hot afternoons, all those definitely have taken a toll on me. And so I'm eager to get back to base camp tomorrow, actually 24 hours from today. So today's the 4th day. We'll finish We'll finish our last 4th full day here. Spend the last night here. I'll wake up and head back to base camp and start getting some nourishment. My intention is to sleep here, where that circle is. That's my prayer circle, my power circle. So this afternoon, after the sun dies down, if the sun goes down right around 5 o'clock, I'll pack my stuff up and I'll bring it all up here. And I'll sleep here for my last night. Every day, I come here every morning and every afternoon. And in the afternoon, in the hottest point of the day, probably between around 12 and 5 o'clock, just guessing here, I have no watch, is when I would stay hunkered down under my tarp. But for the last night, they mentioned it's quite a powerful ritual to not sleep for your last night. And that's what I'm going to try to do. Just going to listen to my body and see how I feel. Because I mentioned, again, this is, I came here for a reason. This is to be challenging. It's to push my limits. Not put myself in any kind of danger, but to challenge myself. And so, hard for the challenge. So right now, I'm just going to put this down. I'm just going to sit down because I'm exhausted. I feel slightly nauseous as well. Slightly nauseous. So my movements have to be very slow right now. Until tomorrow.